Everything you've heard about this car is wrong. The claims, the promises, the official numbers, I'm about to put all of it to the ultimate test. This is the BYD Seal, a car that's challenging everything from the Nissan Qashqai to the Peugeot 3008. In this review, we're going deep. We'll explore its unique, almost feline exterior, put its luxurious cabin under the microscope, and crucially, we're going to see if its bold performance claims hold any water. But first, we're going to attempt the impossible, running an entire house from its trunk. How much power can this plug-in hybrid really handle before it gives up? One of the most talked about features is its vehicle-to-load system. Essentially, the car's massive battery can become a giant power bank. Others offer one socket. This one gives you 4. So, let's see what it can really do. We've got a hairdryer, a kettle, a toaster, and a vacuum cleaner. Individually, no problem. The real question is, can it run them all at once? Let's find out. The kettle is boiling. The toaster is glowing. The hairdryer is blowing. And now, the vacuum. Full suction. It's handling it. All 4, drawing power simultaneously. But then, we push it. We force the vacuum to work extra hard, and the system blinks. A warning flashes on the screen. Battery too low. We found its limit. But honestly, powering that much for that long is seriously impressive. It even rescued another electric car that ran out of charge. For that alone, it earns some forgiveness. And there's a lot to forgive it for, because the standard equipment is staggering for the price. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, heated and ventilated faux leather seats, ambient lighting, and a panoramic sunroof. The party piece is the camera system. A single press shows a bird's eye view. You can look around the car, under it, even see through the front bumper. It's incredibly useful, though the person it shows on screen might look a bit strange. For around £33,000, you get all the kit on a plug-in hybrid. The standard version uses a 1.5-litre engine with an electric motor for 218 horsepower. This higher spec model has a bigger battery for more electric range but the same power. The top model adds a turbo and a second motor for 4-wheel drive and over 300 horsepower. You can save a significant amount through various buying schemes, so always check the latest offers. Now, to the claim I'm most skeptical about. The manufacturer says this car goes from 0 to 60 in 8.9 seconds. That feels conservative. Let's test it. There's no launch control. Just brake, accelerator down, and go. The result? 7.8 seconds. It's significantly quicker than promised. But speed is useless without control. A braking test from 60 miles per hour yields a solid, safe distance. So, it performs. But will its looks make you stop and stare? From the front, I think it works. The headlamp design is sleek, with daytime running lights that create a distinctive, almost smiling face. Some say it has a cat-like appearance. There's generous chrome trim to add a premium feel, and it might remind you of certain German SUVs. Down the side, strong character lines and more chrome continue the theme. Interestingly, you only get one design of 19-inch alloy wheel. Your only real option is the paint color. The doors shut with a solid, reassuring thud. The rear features a full-width LED light bar. My cameraman thinks the layered design looks like one car consuming another, but I think it's striking. The true test of a car isn't its brochure, but the reality you experience behind the wheel. However, tapping on the tailgate reveals a disappointingly hollow sound. Thankfully, the interior materials are much better. Soft touch surfaces on the dashboard, padded armrests, and sturdy construction. The design feels a bit last generation in places, but the massive central screen is fantastic. It's crisp, responsive, and you can even rotate it from landscape to portrait. Portrait is great for navigation, showing more of the road ahead. The catch? You can't rotate it while using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The digital driver's display is clear, and the head-up display is perfectly positioned. Practicality is a mixed bag. The center console has decent storage, and they include a unique safety tool. One end cuts seatbelts, the other breaks glass. It's the perfect car for the deeply cautious. You get 2 wireless charging pads and USB ports powerful enough to charge a laptop. The glove box isn't lined, so items rattle, but the door bins are huge. Space in the back is where compromises begin. Knee room is good, and the flat floor helps, but the seat is low, offering limited thigh support. Tall passengers will need to recline the seat to fit. It feels tighter than some 7-seater rivals. You get cup holders, USB-C ports, and massive windows that fully open. But with 3 adults across the back, it's a squeeze. It does excel with child seats, though, with easy-to-access ISOFIX points in both the rear and the front passenger seat. The boot is another compromise. At 425 liters, it's more hatchback than SUV. There's no load lip, which is good, but the plastic trim scratches easily. In reality, you can fit a reasonable number of suitcases, as we proved, but outright space loses to key rivals. The seats fold flat, but the parcel shelf won't store underneath. Now, the 5 most annoying things. First, reflections. The glossy dashboard trim casts terrible glare onto the windscreen in sunlight. Second, the predicted depreciation is steep, though leasing can be a smarter option. Third, in a recent satisfaction survey, the brand finished near the bottom. Fourth, minor details. Some body panels aren't perfectly aligned. And fifth, the regenerative braking is almost non-existent, even on its highest setting. There's no true one-pedal driving. That last point leads to the biggest question. Can this Chinese challenger actually drive as well as the European cars it undercuts on price? For the same money, you could get a used premium SUV. But does this new car deliver a premium feel? The answer starts in town. In full electric mode, it's silent and relaxed. The steering is light, the ride is soft and comfortable over bumps. The high driving position gives great visibility forward, but the rear window is shallow, hiding cars close behind. The brakes, often jerky in hybrids, are wonderfully smooth. The turning circle is tight, and the surround view cameras make parking effortless. On faster roads, the engine kicks in seamlessly. Acceleration from 40 to 70 is adequate, if not thrilling. Road noise is low, but you hear wind from the large mirrors. The soft suspension, great in town, feels a bit floaty and less controlled at higher speeds. It gets unsettled by consecutive imperfections. The seats, however, are supremely comfortable. On a twisty road, things unravel further. In sport mode, the steering gains weight but not feel. The car is heavy and soft. You turn in, and it leans. There's a delay, a miscommunication. Confidence isn't given by a badge. It's built through every turn and every feedback from the road. You ask, can you handle this corner? And the car hesitates before answering. It's safe and competent for normal driving, but if you enjoy driving, a Qashqai feels more cohesive. The suspension occasionally clunks over sharp bumps, and the car seems overwhelmed by demanding roads. So, what's the final verdict? Avoid, consider, shortlist, or buy? I'd place the BYD Sealiu on your shortlist. It's a phenomenal value proposition packed with technology that makes life easier. It's comfortable, efficient, and surprisingly quick. But it falls short of being a truly engaging driver's car and has some frustrating practical flaws. It proves you get a lot for your money, but reminds you that some things are harder to quantify than horsepower or kit lists. If you enjoy these deep dives that separate hype from reality, please show your support. Hit the like button, and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more unfiltered explorations. What car or claim should we investigate next? Let us know in the comments below.